Hey everybody, this is a special episode. I am JR from West Virginia and Commonplace. This week has been a rough week. We lost some people this week, but one person in particular that I want to pay a little homage to is Frankie Beverly. Now, Frankie Beverly and Me, him and Maze, they had a special sale and I grew up on it. My mom had the vinyl. She played them on Saturday when we were cleaning the house and dusting and everything else we had to do. And my aunt, when I was younger and I was in DC, she took me to a jazz festival to see him. And then the last time I seen him was in 2019 in person. But here's the story. Everybody has a song, with your favorite artist. But I got this song, I Can't Get Over You. Now, we're going to go back in time. And we all know that I'm a lover. So when I was a young man, I was loving this girl hard. And this girl just broke my heart. And then, I played them games trying to win her back. And, I'm talking about I was a young boy. I was probably like 14 or 15. And I was into this girl hard. And my mom gave me this song. And I was like, damn, I'm kind of feeling like this. Minus the crying part. I won't cry or nothing. But I was hurt. Like this girl, I thought she was my world. When you're young, you're wild and crazy like that. So let's do this real quick. For everybody that has not heard this, let me let this thing bump real quick. And then we're going to go into a little bit more talking. So Frankie Beverly, here you go. It's that guitar right there. Now here it flows. Listen. See how smooth that is? It's just so smooth. The way that guitar strumming.
I know I bought it on myself. I owe no blame to no one else. Now I realize I can't get over you.
Now let me stop it right there. That's the part that got me right there. I had to blame myself because I was the reason for the breakup. Because I was out here acting all nonchalant in front of audiences and all that other stuff, trying to not be the person that I am today, Mr. Lover. Now, I say this in the greatest light, and I'm saying this with a smile, and thank you, Frankie Beverly, for this. That little part right there, all it took was that little verse right there. And, I'm a young man, so I'm grooving, and I think I had my CD player, I had my Sony Walkman or whatever the hell it was, or Discman, that's what it's called, the Discman. So I'm bumping that joint, and I didn't burn that shit on a CD and everything, because back then we was burning things. And I just like the way that the music harmonized. It just kind of like put me in the mode. Now let's go a little bit deeper. We're gonna go through the whole track and see how it works and see how we feel about it. But let's go a little bit further. Come on, let's go. Here you go.
And though I do my very best, I just can't find happiness. And girl, it's all because I can't get over you. Hey baby, it makes me cry.
I ain't cry though.
No matter how I try, I'm gonna love you by and by.
You see how it's just so smooth? That harmonization there. Now, you hear all the harmonization and you hear all the instruments, and that's the thing about it. It was just like it was beautifully composed, and I love music that have great compositions to them. And this is one of those songs in my lifetime that had that great composition, and it was just like, how do I myself just get this thing right? How do I get this out the way? How do I like get over this love lost? And I was just listening to this song and I'm vibing and I'm thinking to myself, JR, what are you doing here? And then I go back to my mother, and I love my mom. Shout out to Rosalind on this one. She told me, she said, take elements from the song. You don't have to take the full meaning of the song, but take parts of it and help yourself fix your little heart and get back out there in them streets. And with that being said, I'm vibing to this, and my mom just like, she's sitting there chilling with me. And my mom puts her hand on my hand, and she said, you're going to be all right. And from that point on, I was feeling all right. And, on the low, I ain't going to lie, I was still thinking about that girl. But then, like always, I finished the song so I could figure out what was going to happen to me. So let's go ahead and finish it real quick.
I guess you always have a part somewhere deep in my heart. It's just too hard to hide. I can't get over you. I've tried to lose myself in song, but the tide's not much too strong. What am I gonna do? I can't get over you. It makes me feel so bad, messing up the love we had. That one thing I know, I will always love you so. Love you. Baby, baby, can't get over you. Ooh, yeah, yeah.
And I'm just telling y'all, so even then, I was doing my little thing, playing sports, doing my schoolwork. So I did drown myself and stuff like that. So it told me everything that I was going to do before I did it. And that little minor heartbreak, obviously there were more and more heartaches and heartbreaks later on in life. But this one song right here, and I want to thank you, Frankie Beverly, so much for everything that you've done beyond just this song. But this song right here, it helped a brother out when I was out here, and my heart was a little tender. And you can call me soft in the streets or whatever, but this song helped me out. It made me know that it was all right to think about her. It was all right to really want to be with her again, or that she was a part of my life. In this instance later on in life, it was more 10-year times. You be in that long relationship and then y'all break up, and then I'm just like, I can't get over you. Now, I can't sing, but I sit there in the crib or, whatever I'm doing, reminisce on some good times and bad times. But it was all brought to me by Frankie Beverly and Me. This one song in particular. I'm saying, like, everybody has their song, and I'm just going to say this for the record. I got to thank you so much for that, because the composition, everything that went on in this song, it helped me through heartache and heartbreak. And it made me realize that, at that moment, I ain't going to get over whatever is in my mind. But at some point down the road, I'm going to get over it. I'm going to be all right. I'm going to live. And, that person's going to stay in what I call my memories museum. In the song, he says deep in my heart. But I'm telling you, just straight up with me, it's in my memories museum. I can go back, reflect, think about this person, and do whatever else I need to do. But then at the end of the day, I can just go on and be me when I'm ready to be me again. And that's something that I never got back. That's something that just went away But that song, and Mr. Beverly, thank you for your contribution to music, to society, and to the world. If it wasn't for this great genre that you produced inside R&B, I don't even know what to call it, but I'm gonna just call it the Frankie Beverly R&B. It changed my life. So in closing to this show, because I'm not gonna make it a long show, I just want to make it long enough so I could get this point across. We're gonna miss the physical entity of you. Everyone will. And we always got the live performances, but your music will forever be enshrined in our minds, in our hearts, and in our souls. So on that note, if you got somebody special, that you can't get over, play that Frankie Beverly and you'll see what I'm talking about. So on that note, I'm JR and I'm signing off.